It's how most of us got here. It's how this country was built. American citizenship is a treasure beyond measure. But now the rules are being broken. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. They keep coming. 2 million illegals in California. The federal government won't stop them at the border, yet requires us to pay billions to take care of them.
We have an immigration policy, which we support, but we also have illegal immigration. That's what we're talking about.
We're getting abused by aliens. They're using our system against us.
He is cheating on the system.
People who are not supposed to be here in the first place.
Entering our state without permission and then taking advantage of our benefits here that we provide for citizens.
The state of California is a sanctuary for illegal aliens.
There are 4.4 million illegal aliens in the state of California alone. That's incredible.
We can no longer afford to educate every poor child from every foreign country.
What true Americans will do is close the border immediately.
We will pass the law ourselves, and we will take care of the problem.
187 not only is an opportunity to send a message, but it's something much more.
We have to pass this initiative, and we have to have it now.
For Californians who work hard, pay taxes, and obey the laws, I'm suing to force the federal government to control the border. And I'm working to deny state services to illegal immigrants. Enough is enough.
In 1994, a revolt was growing over who was welcomed in California and who was not. It became the most anti-immigrant environment in decades. This situation came a few years after passage of a groundbreaking amnesty law meant to solve the issue of unauthorized immigration.
Good evening, this is the CBS Evening News. Dan Rather reporting. President Reagan did sign the sweeping new Immigration Reform Act today. Millions of illegal aliens will be eligible for amnesty and will be able to apply for legal residency status, no questions asked.
Future generations of Americans will be thankful.
The Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986 that was popularly known as the Amnesty Law.
So now, I'll get on with the signing and make this into law.
It's a bill designed to open the door of opportunity for up to 6 million illegal aliens already in the United States.
Is the most comprehensive reform of our immigration laws since 1952.
But immigration did not stop, and it brought radical demographic change to California. People of color, especially Latinos, were becoming more visible.
Cecilia de Porter, former una niña.
40% of Los Angeles County today is Hispanic. Sometime in the next few years, there'll be the majority here. And then there are the Asians, 20% and rising, along with the black community.
California went from being one of the strongest economies in the country to, in the early 90s, the state began to feel the impact of an economic recession.
Let's take a look at the economy.
More indications of recession came today.
It was a very tense time of economic transition. There was a national recession in the early 1990s that really didn't begin to clear until after 1994.
It was a very difficult economic reality that California started facing.
Half of all of the jobs lost in the country were lost in California.
It was really going to be about resources and work in California. But at the street level, it was beginning to be a situation of all against all, which is always a framework for trouble in racial and ethnic politics.
Tonight on Cairo News at 11.
The verdict is not guilty. The officers charged with assaulting Rodney King leave the courtroom in a state of euphoria and the public in a state of shock.
The police officers stopped a 25-year-old black man, then beat him, kicked him, and clubbed him.
There is an undercurrent of racism.
It's black, Mexicans, it's the Japanese, all you so-called minorities.
Los Angeles civil unrest was fundamental in the sense that it shocked Los Angeles into recognizing the pattern of inequality and economic desperation that existed.
What's going on in these people's minds?
Everyone with guns protecting this store.
This is ridiculous. This is chaos right now, and I can't help but feel somewhat responsible.
They're pulling the driver out of the van, and they're kicking the driver and beating the driver.
Well, we burning down our own community. There's a lot of built-up anger and frustration.
Situation here is that it's basically uncontrolled. The police have been going by, and they have kept on moving, and we're going to throw it back to the studio.